Video game movie adaptations. We all just gotta love them, don't we? Right? No? Well, thought as much. Anyway, I know this has been done to death a few months ago, but can you really blame me? Apart from all these other chuckle fucks, I have a life outside of YouTube that needs to be attended to, and a computer that runs on fucking potato batteries. I've got a life to pay for, a car to tend to, and quite frankly, YouTube isn't a thing that's supporting my fuel bills, if you already haven't seen my shitty subscriber count. Look, I'm kidding, okay? I appreciate all the love and support all of you have given me. Just please continue doing so, and I'll make it up to you. Just stay cool, please. So, where were we? Oh yeah, Doom Annihilation. Now, say what you want about this film trailer, but this isn't Doom. Despite what people who haven't played Doom may think, basing their judgment on trailers, ads, and YouTuber gameplay of Doom rather than playing the game itself, this quote-unquote new Doom movie is not at all Doom. It is a sci-fi film of some sort, but it isn't. You get the point, alright? As it stands, the movie is already a flop before arrival. It looks worse than the Doom movie back in 2005 that starred The Rock. Universal Studios has picked up the Doom torch once again to make this movie, and you'd think they'd learn from their mistakes with the first one 14 years ago. Well, stiff tits and bickies, lads, they haven't learnt a goddamn thing. It's like the director nor the writers ever played a single Doom game. I don't know what sucks more, the fact that this is yet another video game movie adaptation gone wrong, or the fact that the two actresses who are starring in favour of someone who would look like the faceless Doomslayer we have all come to know and love have shat all over the fans and continue to label them as anti-feminist extremists, which I can assure you is not the bloody case, now is it? Side note just right now, just know that this whole video isn't going to be another, oh, look at the feminists over there doing another silly fucking killy stunts fucking fuck you. This is not another political issue. Don't dare take whatever I say out of context that way. Just sit down, listen, and consume my girthy pussy. I don't fucking care. So what exactly makes this new Doot movie a flop when it hasn't even been released yet? Everything. This has already failed so miserably within the span of about 50 seconds. id Software, Bethesda, and the rest of the Doom video game development team actually took to Twitter to officially confirm that they weren't associated with the movie whatsoever. I did some further digging into this statement to get some context, and it seems Bethesda weren't trying to disassociate themselves from the production. They genuinely weren't involved with the movie to begin with, and that's the problem. The directors don't fucking know what they're doing with someone else's property. The fact that Doom Guy, the Lord and Savior, the true Son of God, is not present already shows the movie doesn't look at all promising. Yeah, they could do a prequel to Doom 2016, but even then, they've already fucked up by not including the sheer amount of blood as the game did, or even its predecessor movie for that matter. And just so much more on a long goddamn list. I don't think I need to remind people what makes Doom Guy such a video game icon, especially in the recent 2016 reboot and soon-to-be Doom Eternal. This rough and tough bastard is a brutal fighter who will, without hesitation, force-feed a fat-ass demon its own heart, causing it to belch and explode. At times he will gladly put away his guns and fight the spawns of hell with his own bare hands. Please do, go ahead, tell me what other sane individual would do that. His Because I can guarantee you they're definitely not these dweebs that are smaller than the guns that they're carrying, that's for sure. What even is this? Who are these people? And more importantly, what angelica chickens are these demons, for fuck's sake? Whatever happened to the Caco demon, or the imps, or the barons of hell? What about the cyber demon? I highly doubt that these characters would even survive mere seconds in the actual Doom universe. They'd probably get caught spewing in the corner over the sheer amount of blood painted over the walls and the gore splayed all over the floor. They're chicken shits. Fuck them. You see, the only way Universal Studios can redeem themselves is if they just go full-on Mad Max Fury Road, seeing as though that's the only movie I can actually compare to Doom. The pacing in Fury Road and its dialogue-to-action ratio is easily similar to Doom 2016. In the Doom reboot, it was clearly evident that id Software just couldn't give a fuck about telling the whole overarching narrative. This being told through the Doomslayer just chucking a monitor at the wall and smashing the elevator controls in the tutorial section of the prologue. No two shits given. Yeah, there was story much like Mad Max Fury Road, but it was simple enough to follow that it wasn't even the main focus of the game, yet it was accented by the action that primarily drove both the movie and the game at the same time. Why couldn't you do this, Universal? I hate you! So what exactly do we want in a Doom movie? We want iconic weapons and demons from the games, we want to see the Doomslayer in his Praetor suit, we want to see a high-octane action and tidal waves worth in blood splattered about in the Union Aerospace Corporation buildings. Glory kills would be nice, so would a good chainsaw every now and then, and please, throw in the Cyber Demon. I know you could do it, Universal. See, at least the 2005 Doom movie included the demons from Doom 3, the Doom installment that was released around that time. They even threw in the BFG. No, not that one, you twat. This BFG, the big fucking gun. You throw that in and you'll make me proud for sure. This is what I and many Doom fans alike have been trying to say, yet a lot of people seem to get the wrong idea. It's not because women are in it. You could have made them badass by putting them in something a little more sturdier than a fucking police-grade riot suit. How is that supposed to prevent harm from Argent Energy Blasts? You can make this a prequel like I mentioned before and have them be the protagonists, but please, give them more character than whatever garbage from the recruitment line these two imbeciles came from. Doom has always had one string to its bow, being murder, with a side of I'll take you all, motherfucker, yeah! And this trailer has perfectly demonstrated that the movie has already failed to emulate what makes the game good. And I've finally figured out what hurts me more over this. Remember earlier in this video when I pondered over what annoyed me about this movie more? It is merely the fact that this is yet another addition to the dumpster fire of bullshit, fuckery and buffoonery that has failed to emulate what makes the game amazing in a video game movie tie-in. Recently we had Warcraft, which failed to tell the story that happened before that of the game's canonically correct. Assassin's Creed had to sacrifice the Animus for some weird robot Animus thing, which, fair enough, you could have had a lot more go on in the Spanish Revolution area in the Animus than the confusing mess in the present. The second coming of Tomb Raider movies did a good job at ditching Angelina Jolie. They did it good, but you failed to even get the character design of Lara Croft in the reboot Tomb Raider series correct in the movie. Grrr. And when I say character design, I mean, like, the behavioural and mannerisms of the character, not the way the character looks. She looks pretty fine. By far, the only video game movie adaptation that seems to be showing a lot more promise this time around is Pokemon Detective Pikachu. I think everyone has come to that conclusion also, because the Pokemon Company and Nintendo haven't taken a passive role in this production much like Blizzard, Ubisoft and Square Enix with the past 3 movies I mentioned. They are getting involved in many ways they can to ensure that it is true to the source material. Yes, it's not going to be like the Detective Pikachu video game, thank God, but at least it follows that same story concept, just in a more engaging light that is suitable for a film. And that's how you do a video game movie right. At this point, Doom Annihilation is worse than a fucking Netflix movie, and before you start sending me manga to Netflix adaptation memes to my Twitter account, yes, I am on the same page as you. I don't need to be reminded of points I've already made. You can fuck off now. Take care, and buy Doom Eternal. Good night.